So I finally upgraded my helmet from this to this beautiful helmet over here, which is from LS2. And this has been a really significant upgrade for me. And this is going with me for my 3000-kilometer ride, which I have planned this month. Honestly, this feels very unreal because from past 1 year, I have not done any long rides on my bike. I mean, yes, I was still doing some city rides, some small weekend rides here and there. I was going with my bike, but I was not doing a full-fledged touring because last year I had a fatal accident and my inner strength and my family was not allowing me to do any long trips, and that was the reason I was not able to plan any long rides. So let's get back to this helmet part. So the more I was searching, the more confusing it was getting for me. Every time I was finalizing a helmet, I was finding a different helmet which was better than my previous helmet. And this took me almost 5 to 6 days to finalize my helmet, which I recently showed you in the starting of this video. So a couple of weeks back, I posted a video in which I asked my viewers that what helmet should I buy for my tour, and I really got some good suggestions in that, especially LS2, Stream 2, and MT Stinger 2, SMK Agnar, and then SMK Altera, and also one of my dearest motorbike friend, motorshifter Aniket. He suggested me LS2 Storm 2, and to be really honest, I really loved that helmet. I would have bought that helmet if my budget was a bit more. And we already know that a long trip takes a whole lot of budget than a smaller trips which you plan on weekends or a here and there trip. So that is basically the reason I didn't went for LS Storm 2, and I chose this helmet. Still, this is also from LS2, but not that same helmet. So after thinking practically, I finally purchased this helmet, and this helmet is none other than LS2 Stream 2. And to be honest, the first impression is really good about this helmet. This has dual visor setup. This has really good cheek pads and really comfortable on my head. Plus, the ventilation system is really good. Wind noise is very good in this helmet. So these are the factors which I was considering before buying the helmet. The fit is very tight right now, and the reason is this is a new helmet. The cheek pads are really fresh, and the padding is really fresh. So it will take some time to adjust on my head, and that is also the reason why I chose to buy it right now before my trip. And I will use this in city rides just to get in this helmet and break in this helmet so that when I do the actual riding, this doesn't discomfort me while riding. And trust me, break-in period is not always for the bike, it is for your gears also. Like when we are purchasing the new bike, all everyone suggests us to ride it very slow, very calmly till the first service because the engine parts are getting used to the real world challenges. So in the same way, when you buy a new gear, whether it is your gloves, your shoes, your riding jacket, or your helmet, so at the beginning, they are very uncomfortable, and with the time when you are spending in that gear, that get used to your body, and it feels comfortable after some uses. So that is the same reason I'm gonna use this helmet over my head with like whenever I'm sitting in my house or I'm going for some small run on my bike. So I'm gonna use this helmet for that reason also, and this will make sure that I do not get discomfort while riding on my main journey. So now I will tell you three top reasons why I chose this helmet. First, see my bike color. So this is my Hanley Black Himalayan 450, and these are my riding gears, and these are totally different colors, and this helmet color pattern doesn't match the bike as well as my gear. And one thing I never understood that why people are so obsessed for matching their gears to their bike and their helmet color to their gears. I don't know why the people are so obsessed about this, because personally, if I tell you, what matters for me is safety, ventilation, wind noise. If I get this in any helmet, I will buy that, even though it is not matching my bike or my gear. हाँ, अगर मिल जाए तो वो एक cherry on top है. So there were three top reasons to choose this helmet. First one is the color, because I wanted a light color helmet for my journey because I will be doing this trip in Scotch heat, and summer will be at its peak when I will be doing this ride. So I decided to buy the helmet which has as light as possible coloring, because see, dark colors absorbs heat and light very much at a very greater extent than lighter colors. Lighter color reflects the light and heat very effectively. That is the first reason I chose this color specifically and not the darker colors. And the second reason to buy this helmet was wind noise. So see, every helmet has their wind noise capability, and this helmet, whatever I have bought till now, this helmet has the far more better wind noise cancellation than any of the helmets which I own, especially this NHK helmet as well. And along with this helmet, I'm also going to use an earplug which will reduce the sound even more effectively. And the third and the very last important point is the airflow and the air ventilation. This helmet really outstands every helmet in this segment. And the only helmet which comes closer to this helmet is MT Stinger 2, which also has the sharp rating. What I decided to go for this helmet was the ratchet lock, which was there in MT Stinger 2. That helmet comes with a ratchet lock because of the European standards. I don't know why. And this helmet comes with the double D ring, which we all know that is the safest form of safety by far any lock. Also, I had some comments regarding Exor helmets that I should go for Exor helmets, whether they are Apex or they are motocross helmets. So see, I have two reasons not to buy Exor helmets. I do not hate them, but I personally feel that their weight distribution system is really bad. Once you wear them for a longer ride, you will come to realize that you are putting a weight on your head and then you are traveling on your bike. Although SMK Agnar is heavy than SMK, oh sorry, Apex or Apex, still their weight distribution system is really good. And surprisingly, when I discussed this same reason with the shop owner, he also agreed on all of my points. कभी किसी ने आपको कंप्लेन किया है कि एग्जॉर काफी हेलमेट हैवी लगता है सर पे? किया आपको?
इस वजह से बहुत मोस्ट ऑफ पीपल ने चेंज करे हैं। इसलिए वेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन खराब है।
बहुत खराब है उसका. This whole helmet upgradation has made me realize that how weird my helmet journey has been. This is my first helmet which I got from Royal Enfield as a complimentary gift for buying Himalayan 450. Sounds weird, but yeah, this was the helmet. After which I bought this helmet, and sooner I came to realize that this was the biggest mistake of my life for buying this helmet. Not because this is a bad helmet, but for the same price, I could have bought different helmets from outside, from different brands. So even though I made the mistake of buying this helmet, I started using it for my city ride, for my office rides, and weekend rides, whatever rides you wanna include. I did that with this helmet, and after using it for 2 years, I finally switched to this helmet from NHK. So the reason I chose this helmet over any helmet, especially in the price range of 6,000, is because see, firstly, the cheek pads, they are really good. They are really comfy whenever you are putting on your head. And then second point is the air ventilation. As you can see, all the air ventilations are really intact and they are doing their functions really well. And the wind noise cancellation is really good inside the helmet. Whenever you are wearing it, you will not feel wind noise inside your ears, and that really helps, to be honest. And the third and the most important reason to buy this helmet was ECE 22.06, which is the latest safety standard from the European standards. So this helmets really hold a special place in my head because this was the first best helmet I bought. And you will be surprised that only the price difference between these two helmet is about 500. This helmet I bought it for 5500 from Royal Enfield, and this is for 6000. And now you all know that I switched to LS2. So this will be my city ride helmet, which I will be wearing while going to office, while doing weekend rides, short rides, or any kind of rides. And this will be my go-to helmet for long rides, like the coming one, which I will be doing in 20 days, I guess, 20 or 25 days. I'm not sure when I will start, but whenever I will start, I'm do gonna post it on Instagram. So if you wanna follow me over there. I will drop the link in my description and you can follow me over Instagram, and that's it. We'll see you in the next video, and in next video I will tell you how I'm preparing mentally and physically for my upcoming rides. Because see, last year I had a lot of thing which could have destroyed my life, or I would have passed away, to be really honest. But with the God grace, I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. But the thing is, I gained a lot of weight. I almost did nothing last year. Till now, I was not doing anything. I was just sitting at my home. I was doing work from home. I was regularly work from home. I was not doing any kind of exercise, was not playing any kind of sports, and I gained a lot of weight. In fact, I crossed 100 kilos of mark, and I started hitting the gym. I joined it a couple of months back, and this is the third month which I am going to the gym, and I reduced some weight, not most of the weight, but some weight. I'm trying my best to get into the shape before I start my journey. And my goal is not to achieve six pack or to be the fittest guy ever, but my only goal is so that when I hit the roads, I start my journey, I do not feel uncomfortable that I am alone. How will I survive this trip? So I do not want to turn my trip into a disaster. That is why I joined the gym. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about all the challenges I will be facing and how I will overcome them. So if you want to see that video, you can follow this page, you can subscribe me, or thank you and have a nice day.